These are my unmarked hours, the ones that belong to no schedule, the ones between the scheduled powers of everything that I must do. Unmarked hours, mine alone. No calendar, no microphone. Unmarked hours, soft and free. Just the unmarked version of me. I guard them now more than before. These hours without a name or task, they're what I'm finally living for. More than anything I'd ask. Unmarked hours, mine alone. No calendar, no microphone. Unmarked hours, soft and free. Just the unmarked version of me. Unmarked hours are not wasted. They are the truest kind of full. The hours that have not been hasted into something scheduled and dull. Unmarked, free, finally free. I keep my eyes on the low horizon, not the peaks that others climb. The line where earth and sky keep rising slowly in their own good time. Low horizon, mine to see everything that's going to be. Low horizon, wide and real, more than any peak could feel. Low horizon, soft and far, finding where we truly are. The summit has its drama, its achievement and its view. But the low horizon has the calmer patience of the long and true. Low horizon, mine to see everything that's going to be. Low horizon, wide and real, more than any peak could feel. Low horizon, I count the hours like loose change, spending them on nothing much, rearranging and rearranging things that don't quite add to such. Night arithmetic, soft and slow, adding up the yes and no. Night arithmetic, only mine, everything between the lines. Some nights the numbers fall in place, some nights they scatter like gold rain. I sit here in this quiet space and do the math of loss and gain. Night arithmetic, soft and slow, adding up the yes and no. Night arithmetic, only mine, everything between the lines. It never balances quite right, but something in the trying makes the numbers feel like light. Inside the quiet crying, still counting, still here. The math doesn't matter as much as I thought. I know the slow geography of this apartment after dark. The creak of floorboards telling me which way to move without a mark. Slow geography known by heart, every corner, every part. Slow geography, mine alone, the smallest version of a home. The moon doesn't make its own light, it just holds what the sun has lent. And still it owns the whole of night, still knows exactly what it meant. Borrowed light is light enough, borrowed strength gets through the rough. Borrowed light, still warm and real, still everything you need to feel. I've been running on borrowed things, on the courage left by others, on the warmth that memory brings, on the love of distant mothers. Borrowed light is light enough, borrowed strength gets through the rough. Borrowed light, still warm and real, still everything you need to feel. Nothing wrong with borrowed, nothing wrong with leaned. Some of the best things were never fully mine to keep, still shining. Even on borrowed light. The night has its own texture, a roughness in the quiet dark, a softness in the architecture, a sound between the spark. Night texture, felt not seen, everything that lives between. Night texture, rough and fine, running fingers down the line. after all the noise has passed. What remains is something metal, something built to really last. What remains is small and true. What remains is mostly you. What remains when all is done? Not the race, not what you won. What remains is soft and clear. Everything that kept you here. I've been sorting through the layers of a life I have remembered. All the faces, all the prayers, every August, every December. What remains is small and true. What remains is mostly you. What remains when all is done? Not the race, not what you won. What remains is soft and clear. Everything that kept you here, just the warmth of it. Just that. Just that. The dark keeps certain things for you. The thoughts too soft for daylight hours. The feelings you can't quite get through. Before the world reclaims its powers. What the dark keeps, keep it safe. In the quiet, in the space. What the dark keeps is your own. Things that only night has known. What the dark keeps soft and sealed. Not everything needs to be revealed. There are versions of yourself at night that daylight never gets to see. More honest, less concerned with right, more quietly and simply free. What the dark keeps, keep it safe. In the quiet, in the space. What the dark keeps is your own. Things that only night has known. is the one I've always needed. Not the fast one, and it's leaving. But the one that has succeeded. Slow frequency, warm and low. The signal only night can show. Slow frequency, deep and long. The wavelength of the midnight song. Right here and low and real. Of everything the night can feel. I tune down every evening to the frequency below the noise, and find whatever I've been grieving. Returns in the quietest of joys. Slow frequency, warm and low. The signal only night can show. Slow frequency, deep and long. The wavelength of the midnight song. Right here in the low and real. Of everything the night can feel. Tune down to the slow frequency. Finally in range. The evening finds its balance slowly between the done and the undone. Something quiet, something holy in the settling of the sun. Evening balance, soft and found. Everything returning to the ground. Evening balance, warm and true. Everything the evening knew. I've stopped fighting the imbalance of days that tip too far one way. The evening always finds its balance and levels out before next day. Evening to do. Balance now. The evening found it. Always does. Soft and long, finally where I belong. The after, this is mine, on the other side of the line. The after, warm and white, everything the storm left inside. To the after, more than one hard thing, and found a kind of laughter in what the after brings. After, this is mine, on the other side of the line. After, warm and white, everything the storm left inside. And the after, the quiet. This is the good part. into the